everyone, my name is Anthony, aka the Monarch Leo 13, depending on where you know me from. Today we finally got the official release of Code of the Duelist. I was originally going to do this as a full, opening style video. However, when I was originally doing it, I was doing it on my tablet due to technical issues and family stuff when I got home, and that's going to work out too well. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to look and see what we pulled, instead of doing your traditional unboxing where you open and you talk about the cards. Because we actually did get some pretty good pulls this time. We're going to start out with the new Link mechanic cards. So we pulled one of my personal ones that I'm liking so far, and I'll go over what each of them does as we go through them. If I have multiples of the same card, I'll just hold up the stack and just read the one, saves everybody time. I already organized it all, so here we go. Let's start things off with Trickstar Holly Angel. No, it's not Holy, it's Holly Angel from the Holyberry plant. She requires 2 Trickstar monsters. She's a Link to 2000 attack. She's the only Trickstar we have so far. Here she is. I'm so sorry, this quality is just terrible like the last time. Trickstar Holly Angel. Let's see if we can't get a better look. Get a better view of this card. Oh, that's much better, I think. It doesn't help she's also really shiny. Alright, so each time a Trickstar monster is no more special summoned to a zone this card points to, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Trickstar monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If your opponent takes damage by a Trickstar monster's effect, this card gains attack equal to the damage they took until the end of this turn. So she's kind of your last hit of the turn monster. You rank up all your Trickstar monsters' effect damages. She gains 1,000 attack if you play it right, more if you're really good. As you can see, the arrows are pointing diagonally down, so you got your 3rd and 5th, or your 1st and 3rd spaces open. Up next is Misa's Radiant, which requires 2 Earth monsters to link. It's just kind of a generic Link monster there. Nothing too terribly special about her, in my opinion. Cat. I have a cat. And it's trying to climb my leg. All Earth monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. Also, all Wind monsters on the field lose 400 attack and defense. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, target 1 Earth monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect in Misa's Radiant once per turn. So it's a new take on a very old, Season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh card. Up next, we have 2 Im, the World Chalice Priestess, and I will be talking about her again a little later on. She is the one that has the 2 the left or right facing Link summon areas. 2 monsters with different types and attributes, so I will be discussing types and all that when we actually talk about the Link summon mechanic at the end of this part of the video. This Link card cannot be destroyed by battle. Your card effect, your opponent cannot target this linked card with card effect. If a monster this card points to would be destroyed by a card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Excuse me. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. So you pull out literally any other World Chalice monster. You get her out. You get out another monster, you're good to go pretty much. I'm pretty sure she's one of the ones that you can get that looped 7-field play where you get all 7 zones to yourself with. Up next is Goki the Great Ogre. 2 Goki monsters, Goki being another subtype. So far we have Trickstar, Goki, and Chalice that we've talked about in this new set. There's more steps, and we'll get to those as they become relevant. I.e. as we talk about them ourselves. So, all monsters on the field lose attack equal to their original defense. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one of your monsters this card points to instead. Now, as you can see, he's got a nice little hefty 3 down link thing going on there. He's got pretty good coverage. It requires 2 or more Goki monsters to pull out, so, like, in terms of Link 3, he's not that difficult to summon. Like, his main catch is that he's a type monster that requires a very specific archetype to pull off. Up next, and this one's kind of a good powerhouse, Duke the World Chalice Dragon. 1 normal monster except a token, so you can't use the token for this. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 World Chalice monster in addition to your normal summon / set. This effect can only be used once per turn. At the start of a damage step, this card battles an opponent's monster. This card you can destroy that opponent's monster. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. So, let's say you go in and you're battling, damage step occurs, you automatically destroy their monster, and you can choose a new target. You could do that just to take a monster off the field and stop your attack right there. Damage step, oh, your monster is destroyed by this effect. Oh, here he is, right here. You see he's only pointing forward, so you want to get him in one of your main monster zones, so that way you can target one of their big bad guys. Not that hard to pull off, really. Just, you would take a little bit of damage, the monster would die. Oh, I choose not to make a new target. Oram, the World Chalice Blade Master. Takes 2 World Chalice monsters. Gains 300 attack for each World Chalice monster in your graveyard with a different name. You contribute 1 World Chalice monster this card points to, then target 1 other monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to your side. Special summon to any area this. Any zone this card points to. In one of your zones that only points to 2 anyway. We'll get to that in a second. You can only use this effect of Oram once per turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. So here he is. This is Oram. We'll get to why these things are important. He's a Cyberse, so there's the 4th type. He's a Cyberse type. That's another new set. Here's one that's pretty cool. He's really vanilla, decent attack. Gaia's Saber, the Lightning Shadow. Literally just 2 or more monsters. That's literally all it takes. 2 or more monsters, 2,600 generic beat stick. Call him out, smack him into something. Call him out in your main monster zone to get more XYZ synchros, whatever. Whatever you feel you want, go for it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Up next, we're going to talk about the new synchro. I only pulled 1, I'm sure there's more. DDD Gust High King Alexander. Here he is. Got a pretty good body on him at 3,000 attack and 25,000 defense. He's one of those monsters we were talking about who would lose a chunk of health. I'm going to talk about that in the other video, talking about one of my monsters. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. If 3 or more DDD monsters on the field, this card gains an additional 3,000 attack. If another DD monster is no more special summoned to your field while this monster is on the field, except during the damage step, you can target one DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of DDD Guest High King Alexander once per turn. So you get him out, you got him, 2 other DDD monsters on the field. You've got a huge 6,000 beat stick. You normal summon a DD monster, special summon a DD monster, pull one of your other things from the extra deck. Just go ham on them hard. You just go balls to the walls at that point. I think DDD is going to be like super destructive this format, especially with him back. Moving on, we have our Xyz monsters. Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion. So here we have the need for 2 level 4 Dark Pendulum monsters. Now, once per turn, before damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 material from this card until the end of this turn. Change the attack of the face-up opponent's monster to 0, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to the original attack of that opponent's monster. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can return this card to the extra deck, special summon up to 2 face-up Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monsters from your extra deck in defense zone. So that's pretty busted right there, because those things, you get those out. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those really broken support cards for the Supreme King deck that they needed like back when they introduced it. And once now it's going to be that. It has 25,000 attack, 2,000 defense. The other one we got is our DDD Wave High King Caesar. So another DDD monster. Boom. There's one. Alright. 2 level 6 Fiend monsters. Normally, probably not that hard to do. When a spell / trap card or monster effect is activated, that includes an effect that special summons a monster, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card and get the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then you can make 1 other DD monster you control, and this card gain 18,000 attack until end of turn. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. Add 1 Dark Contract card from your deck to your hand. So again, 28,000 attack, 1,800 defense, 2,800 attack, an additional 1,800 for negating something. Here we go. Look at this beast, guys. He is amazing, wonderful. Okay, so before we move on to the fusion monsters, I want to take a moment to talk about the new Link mechanic, using her as a kind of wonderful little example card. Whew, excuse me. It's been a long day. Decapitate, not sponsored by the way. Although, I was able to get the box. I was able to buy it and help support my local card shop, Mystical Mayhem. It's where I go to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Every Wednesday. I go on Sundays when I have the time to. It's also where I go to play D&D, where I go to play Magic. If you can think of a card game, they probably play it there. Because at Mystical Mayhem, it's where play is perfected. So about having a drink in the middle of a video that isn't my stream. Side note, it's been really smoky here in the Springfield, Eugene area, where you can find Mystical Mayhem. Anyway, with the Link mechanic, you give up the cards that's required, And in the extra deck zone, or the extra monster zone, which is now in front, it's 2 spaces in front. Each player gets 1. Unless, you know, you have a card that lets you link there, in which case, hey look, you just took over everything, good job. You just, like, monopolized the entire board against your opponent. Congratulations. I mean, there's cards that can easily do that and be really fun to do. And I'm sure Konami's going to see a problem with that here, and try to make it so you actually have to go down and around and back up. And I know it's a play. And if you buy the starter deck, you can pull it off, apparently. Anyway, moving on. It's a really great new mechanic. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's ruining Yu-Gi-Oh! I happen to think of it as adding another new element. Like, when I came back, I hated pendulums. I still don't play pendulums because I'm going to use those slots. Sorry, boys. But at the same time, it's an extra thing. I didn't get exceeds at first. Like, okay, so you summoned a monster, you threw them over one another and got an even more powerful monster that breaks the game. But it's one of those, like, as you get your hands on the cards that let you do those types of plays, you start to understand and realize the importance and the more evolved and dramatic strategies. But so Wick is just going to add to that, because now you can't just, oh, I summoned all these Exceeds monsters at once, get Wreck Scrub, I pay to win. Now it's, oh, I have to think, what do I want, when do I want it? I now have to plan around that. Alright, so moving on to the next thing. I was going to move on to fusions, but I think I actually want to talk about the one ritual card we pulled. Revendread Slayer. Here we go. Get that up here. So, ritual summon this card with any Vendread ritual spell. Once per battle, if this card battles an opponent's monster during damage calc, as a quick effect, you can banish one zombie monster from your graveyard. Excuse me. This card gains 300 attack if this ritual summoned card is sent to your graveyard. You can add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand. If you do, send one Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Revendread Slayer once per turn. He has no defense, but 2400 attack. And with that in mind, I can see, like, Revendread, Shiranui decks being big, because Shiranui is a lot of, oh, banish this, get this effect. So, I can see him being great in a Shiranui deck. You know, you pop him with the ritual, and when you do, you know, you just banish whatever. Getting 300 attack. So you go up 27, like, every time you get into a battle. Oh, okay, we're fighting. Okay, at damage calculation, I pop my Spirit Master. I gain 27 attack, and because I'm attacking you and that's your only monster, and Spirit Master is popped, Spirit Master's effect is now on the stack. Spirit Master's effect lets me pop one of your cards. I pop your creature, you're getting hit directly for 2700. And just all sorts of broken plays like that can happen. You know? Or, you know, okay, well, I banish this. Nah, just all sorts of, like, if you have banished from graveyard cards, and I can see it getting shut down pretty quick by Gravekeepers or whatever. But again, just things to think about now that we're getting these new, like, Revendread is a whole new archetype to us, I think. Alright, so up next is Fusion Monsters. We have another Supreme King Dragon, Starving Venom. Really get cool. I know there's people who want this card. I did get one. Root. So 2 Dark Pendulum monsters have to be fused. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing the above card you control, in which case you do not use polymerization. Cool. So you don't have to have polymerization to summon this. You just take 2 Dark Pendulum monsters and go, I'm fusing these. throw them over your shoulder, you know. Once returned, you can target one other monster on the field or in the graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that monster's original name and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. Also, for the rest of this turn, if your monster attacks the first position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. So there you go, really busted. 28k beat stick can become anything on the field or in a graveyard. So let's say you have a boss monster. You can't summon your boss monster for whatever reason. You ditch your boss monster. You summon this guy. You summon this guy for no cost because you threw 2 pendulums down. You pendulum summoned 2 pendulum dark monsters. Heck, I'm pretty sure you could use them from the pendulum zone because they're pendulum dark monsters. You know, it doesn't say level, so you could have 2. What I don't even care. Just name 2 dark pendulum monsters. Throw them down the pendulum zone. Give them up for this. Have this become your boss monster and just wreck base. They pop your Trident. This becomes Trident. It gains Trident's effect. Its name, its effects, you throw a bunch of Zodiacs under this thing and you blow up their field. Congratulations, you just made Zodiac out of a non-Zodiac deck. Good job. Good job, Konami. Broke your own game. Alright, up next, we have the Destiny Hero Dangerous. I ended up pulling 3 of these, but he's like super common. It requires 1 Destiny Hero, 1 Dark Effect monster. Its quick effect is that you can discard 1 card, send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, just Destiny Hero monsters you control gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard until end of turn. You can only use this effect of Destiny Hero Dangerous once per turn. So, Destiny Heroes are going to make a huge comeback with that card. And like, anyone can pick it up. It's a common. It's a common card that's just going to make your deck a beat stick. Alright, so up next, we have our Pendulum monsters. So, first off, we have this little cutie. Performable Trump Panda. Yeah, that's the name they gave him. Okay, so its Pendulum effect is that once per turn, you can increase this card's Pendulum skill by 1 to a max of 12. It starts at 3, so you can go 3, next turn to 4, so on. So pretty soon, you'll have a 12 scale on one side, you just throw like a 1 on the other, you get whatever you want, you win game. Now its creature skill, its monster ability if you will, is when your Pendulum monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, you can only use this effect and perform Trump Panda once per turn. Now, that's once per turn. For each of them, you have 3 out. They go to target any of these, you can negate the attack. Oh, you're targeting a Pendulum. Negate the attack. Oh, you're targeting a Pendulum. Negate the attack. Because it's not a hard once per turn, it's just once per turn. Per card. Alright, so up next is... God, I have way too many of this guy. Abyss Actor Trendy Understudy. There we go. 8 scale little... There's a reason I'm reading all of these to you guys. I'm so sorry for the quality. My webcam is shit. Alright, so his Pendulum ability is that when you Pendulum summon a monster, you can add 1 base up level 1 or 8 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So that's really great if you lost one of him, you can get him back. Type ability. Now his creature ability is that if you have 2 Abyss Actor cards in your Pendulum zones, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 level 1 or 8 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your hand or face up from your extra deck, you can only use this effect if a best actor and the understudy once per turn. That one might actually be a hard once per turn, but still, like, really good way to just kind of cycle through your cards, get out whatever you need. Alright, so up next is Speedroid Passing Glider. Passing Glider? No idea. Again, crappy webcam, I am so sorry. Is a Pendulum 3 Pendulum ability is that once per turn you can send one Speedroid tuner from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard. Increase or reduce minimum of 1. This card's Pendulum scale by the original level of the sent monster until the end of this turn. So if you needed a Pendulum of 1, you send like a level 2 tuner, you got a Pendulum of 1 now. Bada bing, bada boom, bada biscuits. Now its creature ability. If there are no monsters on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Speedroid Passing Glider once per turn this way. When this card is tribute summoned, you can target one level 4 lowest Speedroid monster in your graveyard special summon it. Your opponent's monsters cannot target Speedroid monsters for attacks except this one. So this is like a really good get 2 of these out as fast as you can, block the board cards, which is a really fun way to play just about any card game out there. Is a lock strat. Alright, so our last Pendulum monster that we pulled is Supreme King Dragon Odd Eyes. He's a Pendulum of 4. You can tribute one Supreme King Dragon monster, destroy this card. If you do, add one Pendulum monster with 15,000 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Now as a monster, he has the effect of tribute 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters, special summon this card from your hand. If your Pendulum monster battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled. During the battle phase, you can tribute this card, special summon up to 2 face-up Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monsters from your extra deck in defense position, except Odd Eyes. So, you can give him up, get any of your other Pendulum Dragons. It's pretty cool looking. Again, I wish my webcam wasn't a piece of shit for this video. I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying to see if we can get a little bit of an adjustment here. I don't know if this is making it worse or better. Okay, so now we have normal monsters. Now in this set there's only like 3 normal monsters. Those are the 3 Chalice monsters. Beckoned by World Contract. He is a warrior with 1800 attack, so nothing really special. Crowned by World Chalice. Ow! Never mind. With the claws, thank you. She is a spellcaster, no attack, but 21 defense, so not too bad. Level 2 water type, so, you know, Toad is an option. I believe Toad's an option anyway. And finally, chosen by the World Chalice, who's a level 3 fire type psychic. So he's a great utility, target 1600 attack, easy to get out, easy to make XCs, get out your Pendulum, your Blinks. Chalice cards, again, they go into themselves. I am missing Guard Dragon from the set, but Priestess is the spellcaster. Priestess is crowned. Imbook is Guard Dragon. Oram is chosen. And then there's a fucking cat that's about to be thrown out a window if she doesn't stop. Is that a cat? No, it's just thrown over. Then there is a I think it's a secret rare that you can get. That is the what's his name? Beckoned final form. Alright, so up next we are going to go through our traps and spells before we get into our effect monsters. Because I kinda just feel like it's a good segue. Alright, so first up, traps. We have quite a few really good ones in this set, in my opinion. A lot of people are bashing this set. I think it's a good set. Like, if you are a huge fan of just about any sort of stally, dumb mechanic gameplay, you're gonna like this set a lot. Alright, 3 strikes barrier, trap card. If your opponent controls this effect with 3 cards, activate one of these effects. This turn, your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, which is really great for stalling. It's like, oh, okay, you have those 3 cards. Before you go any further, boom, my monsters can't be destroyed by battle. So, good luck hitting you this turn. Your other options are, you take no battle damage, which is good. Okay, sure, you can destroy my monsters. I won't take any battle damage. Which is really great if you want to get your stuff in the graveyard, but you can't really afford to take the hits to do so. And last but not least is this turn, each time your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain a certain amount in life points, which is really good if you like find a way to get rid of a couple of your opponent's cards. You're going down to 3, you activate this, you gain the life points when you start wailing on them. Here's what the card looks like. Again, fairly common. I've already picked up my playset and an extra one, so like that was easy enough to do. Up next is called Break Off Trap Hole. Now, when I link monsters, link summon, destroy all monsters on the field that are not linked. So if your monster isn't being pointed at by a linked monster, it's gone. I don't know what to tell you. Here's that beautiful beast. I'm pretty sure it synergizes with the new Trap Tricks monster, which we'll get to here in a little bit. Alright, so following that shenanigans, we have Transmission Gear. During damage calculation, if your monster battles an opponent's monster, play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent, make the losing player banish the battling monster they control face down. So here you go. Fun little derpy mechanic. Oh, okay, we're battling. Okay, damage calc. Oh, I lost, and I was the attacking player. I guess I didn't hit ya. You know, but if you're on the defending side, you take a lot of damage. Okay, so up next after that little gem card is called World Legacy Landmark. Banish one World Legacy monster from your hand or face up from your field. Target 2 monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, but they cannot attack this turn. So here we go, we're getting to what the World Legacy cards are. Essentially, this is Chalice support right here. As you can tell by, well, quite a few of the cards in the background there. Alright, following that, we have Twilight Cloth. Target 1 face-up monster you control. Banish any number of Light Sworn monsters from your graveyard. If you do, that monster gains 200 attack and defense for each monster banished by this effect until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a Light Sworn monster effect, you can activate this effect this turn. Light Sworn monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So basically, you either... Wait, what? You're either sending Light Sworns to the banish zone where they want to be, and you're buffing the monster, or you're protecting your monsters this turn. And you, little miss, this is Alice. She's a pain in my butt. and you get over there and be good. Alright, so following that card, Pulse Mines. If you control a machine monster, change your opponent's attack position monsters, if any, to defense position. Also, until the end of this turn, if a monster is normal or special summoned to your opponent's field, change them to defense position. Here we go, a great little Stully tech card. She wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh so bad, but she's a cat, and cats can't play this game. They don't have opposables. No. Okay, so up next is Blind Obliteration. Roll a 6-sided die twice and destroy all face-up monsters with levels ranks lower than the total roll. So here we are. Blind Obliteration, just nuke the field pretty much. You know. Now I do not condone cheating. I don't want anyone to think I condone cheating. But as a joke, go out, buy yourself a set of weighted dice that always lands on 12. You know, you're guaranteed to kill everything. Don't actually do that. Alright, so up next is Vendread Reorigin. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls that has a level. Tribute it. If you do, special summon one Vendread token, so zombie, dark, attack 0, defense 0, with a level equal to the tributed monster's original level. While the token special summoned by this effect is on the field, you cannot normal or special summon monsters except Vendread monsters. Boom. Wait. Okay, so you gain a token, but you're locked down to only using Vendreads while it's on the field. But that token could be really good if you need a link. You just need like a link one that requires like 2 monsters. Vendread, link. Go make your plays. Alright, up next. Recall. When your opponent activates a monster effect, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Also, your opponent draws one card. So you essentially tell them no, but have a free card. Which actually, that's a card I will probably hold on to because that has really good synergy with the deck I'm building. Up next is Heavy Storm Duster. Target up to 2 spells / traps on the field, destroy them. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. So with this, what you're going to do is you're going to Twin Twister, but you're not going to get to attack. Which, most of the time, is fine. Like, you just got rid of 2 of their spell cards, but you need an attack for as well. Don't get greedy. I'm sorry if I'm looking at a weird angle. I'm seeing myself, I'm looking at the cards, and I'm also trying to like look at the camera, so I'm talking to you guys, but the camera's here, not here, where the screen is, so it just looks off. Alright, so we have Back to the Front. I told people like this card too. Oh, this is what Heavy Storm Duster looks like, by the way. Really cool little like cow kid being sucked up, swirled away. Really neat artwork. So back to the front. Target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Really nice card. Really nice artwork. Really good way to get stuff onto the battlefield quickly. It's not a hard once per turn, so it's probably going to be a 3 of in a lot of decks, because you go into those, you go into your link, you go into whatever, you know. Or you lost a really good powerful card to a misdraw, to a unlucky hand draw, to whatever. You had to throw away your Rescue Rabbit. You have your Rescue Rabbit back. And you do it again. Essentially, it's a really good way to just spam cards onto the field and just keep resources flowing. Because what you can always do is you can use it again. Another really good card for links. You link summon. You bring back one of the materials. You XCs. You have another one of those. You do it again. You just keep the momentum flowing. Alright, so the next card is called Supreme Rage. If you control Supreme King Zark, destroy as many monsters you control as possible, except Supreme King Zark. And if you do, special summon up to 4 Supreme King Dragon monsters with different names from your hand, deck, extra deck, and or graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions. Now, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Supreme King Dragon XYZ monster you control. Attach 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters to it as materials from your graveyard and or face up from your extra deck. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Supreme King players coming out of the woodworks who are smart enough to hold on to their cards from the last set when they got introduced, didn't have any support, now they have the support, and they're going to make us all hate ourselves for getting rid of those cards. Like, I officially hate myself for getting rid of all of my Zark Supreme King stuff. I just thought it was trash. Alright, so, up next. Oh yes. What the card looks like. It's super common-y. Easy to get your hands on. I pulled like 5 at the sneak peek. So, Twilight Eraser. If you control 2 or more Lightsworn monsters with the same type but different names, banish 2 Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard. Then target 2 cards on the field, banish them. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster's effect, you can special summon 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. Here's the card. Super awesome artwork. You can actually see it starting to destroy whatever's underneath it, erasing it as you were. Really powerful. Excuse me. Alright, so our final trap out of the set that we pulled so far is Dark World Brainwashing. When an opponent's monster activates its effect, you have 3 or more cards in hand. If you have 3 or more cards in hand, except during the damage step, you can target 1 Dark World monster on the field, return it to the hand, and if you do, the activated effect becomes discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. So you get back your monster, and if it says, like, if this happens, do this, its effect is, if this happens, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Alright, so, moving on to our spells. Up first we have Emergency Rescue. Do not try to say that 5 times fast. Anyway, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, reveal 3 beast monsters with 300 attack and 100 defense. So essentially, all the rest of them, I think. Or something like that. Your opponent chooses 1 for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate 1 emergency rescue per turn. I pulled 5. I'm not even kidding you. I have 5 of these things now. So do not walk up and just like hand me a stack of these. I don't care how adorable it is. There you go, there's the art. Pretty dang cute. I will admit it's cute, but I don't get it that much. Another stack. Twilight Twin Dragons. If you control Punishment Dragon, target 1 Judgment Dragon in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Then send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster effect, you can target 1 Punishment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then banish the top 4 cards of your deck. And the artwork on this is really, really nice. Like, here we go. Boom. Crikey. Gorgeous artwork. 10 out of 10. Like, I wish I had this in holofoil. Holographic, whatever. Another huge stack. Alright, Gravity Lash. Target one face-up monster on the field. It loses attack equal to its defense until the end of turn. That's one of the cards I was talking about that could really do damage to the DDD setup. Oh, okay, you go into attack, boom, you flip this on them, they have a 500 attack. Here's a card. It is a quick play spell, which is really nice to get your hands on. There we go. Just because you get the ability to just ruin your opponent's day. It's like, okay, you want to attack me? Sure, why not? I'll allow it, and then you just dunk on them. Alright, following that is Revenge Red Origin. This card can be used to ritual summon any Revenge Red ritual monster. Oh, we have one of those. From your hand or graveyard, which is really cool. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field and or banish summon monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. If Revenge Red Slayers you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. It is a ritual spell, so it is pretty handy, because it does it. You can play the ritual monster from your grave, from your hand. You can use cards from just about anywhere to do it. Alright, so moving on from that nasty bit of business, we have this nice little quick play card, Smile Universe. Special summon as many face-up Pendulum monsters from your extra deck as possible, but they have their effects negated if any. Then your opponent gains life points equal to the total original attack of those special summon monsters. You cannot normal or special summon other monsters or attack during the turn you activate this card. Not a whole lot there with this one. Yeah, I think of maybe a couple of gimmicky situations, you know? Like, okay, you throw down a bad reaction to Mizuki, you Smile Universe, you hit them for game with your Pendulums. There you go. A new burn deck for you guys. For you players of Pendulums, Smile Universe just gave you a burn deck. Enjoy that. Free burn by Demonic Wheel 13. Pendulum Monsters, Smile Universe, bad reaction to Samochi, whatever else. Just throw in bad reaction to Samochi at 3, Smile Universe at 3, freaking gift card at 3, and fill the rest of your deck with Pendulum Monsters. Make it 60 cards. Pendulum Summon, nuke them, get them all on the field, nuke them again, get your biggest, baddest ones out there, nuke your own field somehow. I don't care what you have to do. Sack them, whatever, I don't care. You know, swing them into something beefy that kills them off, get yourself low health, then Smile Universe. Just Smile Universe your opponent for the win. Just cheese ball them at that point. Just freaking... I can't believe I'm about to say this. 3 Twin Twister. Pendulum, Odd Eyes, Dragon. Throw him in the Pendulum Zone on both sides. Don't care. Don't even bother trying to figure out what I'm doing here. You know, get the beefiest attack card ones you can out there. Twin Twister, your own thing. Throw out a random garbage card. You know, send them to the grave. Bring out 2 more. Twin Twister those. Bring out 1 more. 2 more. I don't even care at this point. Bring out the Happy Lasagna platter. You should have enough there by that point to just crush your opponent with a simple Smile Universe. Smile Universe your creatures back into the field. Get the 4 3000s back out there. God, what? Let me see. Hold on. I'm sure I have something in here that is like more than capable of doing the job. Oh, Speed Run 2200. Supreme King Dragon Odd Eyes 2500. You know, do that, and then do like 3 Speed Void Passings. There you go. That's do your 3 passings, 2 odd eyes. There you go. You just killed your opponent with Pendulum monsters, and you didn't have to attack. You just used a spell. There you go. New deck for you. Anyway, moving on. FA downpours. Target 1 FA monster you control. Increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 FA monster you control. Increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of FA downpours once per turn. So, pretty good card. Great way to ramp up your FA monsters, which we will talk about in a bit. Get them really strong and just smack your opponent down with them. So FA is probably going to be another really strong deck. Here we go. Next card is called Defense Zone. For each monster a player controls in their main monster zone, their spells and traps are in the same column. But their spells and traps in the same column as that monster cannot be destroyed by their opponent's card effects, and their opponent cannot target them with card effects. You essentially lock everything out. And it's a field spell. Enjoy. Enjoy your really broken field spell. Alright, up next is FA Circuit Grand Prix. Increase the levels of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when your FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand except FA Circuit Grand Prix. You can only use this effect of FA Circuit Grand Prix once per turn. That's a field spell, by the way. And here you go. Just dunk on your opponent. Just tell your opponent that you've turned them into a goddamn Oreo and dunk them. Alright, up next is Boogie Trap. Discard 2 cards, then target 1 trap in your graveyard. Set that target. It can be activated this turn. You can only activate 1 Boogie Trap per turn, because Trap Tricks wasn't busted enough. Because any trap-reliant deck wasn't busted enough. You know where this is going? First of all, let me show you this card. Here we go. Boogie Trap. Yeah, that's going straight in the Mobster deck. You know why? Because I do something stupid. Like, activate 2 of my gift cards. And I play Boogie Trap. And I set gift card, and I can activate it. Literally right after I set it. Set, activate. I won the game. For no other reason than the game said, I can. The game just kind of looked at my opponent and was like, yeah, you don't get a win anymore, I'm sorry. Alright, moving on. World Legacy's Heart. Target 2 World Chalice monsters in your graveyard with different names. Add them to your hand. If your Link monster would be destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only activate 1 World Legacy's Heart per turn. Here's the card. The art is gorgeous. This right here can easily turn the tide of battle in your favor. After that, we have Air Kraken Storm. Equipped only to a machine monster. When that attacking monster destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you can activate this effect. It can make a second attack during the battle phase. Your other monsters cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. It's an equipped spell and a really powerful one at that. Here's what it looks like. Super awesome. Kind of generic, but hey, if it works, it works. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. For example, Goki Rematch. Target 2 Goku monsters in your graveyard with different levels. Special summon them in defense position. You can only activate 1 Goku rematch per turn. Here's the card. It's super shiny, super awesome. Like the art. That's like 2 Gokis just kind of, you know, helping each other back onto the battlefield. Alright, so following that, we have World Legacy Discovery, a field spell. All World Chalice monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, if a face-up World Chalice monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 World Chalice monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. So you essentially get another defender. It's really good, and it's your field spell. You know. Oh, you destroyed this monster? I guess this one back. Moving on. Alright, so the next card we have is called March of the Dark Brigade. Oh, forgot to show you guys how cool this one looks. Super awesome. Now all these colors look way better not illuminated by my bedroom light. Okay, so March of the Dark Brigade. Target 1 Lightsworn monster in your graveyard that has a level. Add it to your hand. Then banish a number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the original level of that monster in your hand. You can only activate 1 March of the Dark Brigade per turn. Which is kind of nice. If you're really broken, you just get back a link for like nothing. Alright, and our final spell card, I know this one's going to be really sought out. Spellbook of Knowledge. Send it to the graveyard either 1 spellcaster monster you control, or 1 other spellbook card from your hand, or face up from your field, except Spellbook of Knowledge. If you do, draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Spellbook of Knowledge per turn. And here's the proof that I have the card. Boom. Alright, that is all of that's our normal monsters, our extra deck monsters, our ritual monster, our spells, and our traps. So now for the actual important stuff. The special effect monsters. So up first we have a Dopey Twist Cobra. Quick effect. You contribute 1 Goku monster, then target 1 Goku monster you control. They gain an attack equal to the original attack of the distributed monster until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Goku card from your deck to your hand, except Goku Twist Cobra. You can only use each effect of Goku Twist Cobra once per turn. And here he is. He looks just freaking awesome. Alright, so earlier I was talking about Trap Tricks monsters. Well, one of our new ones, I think this is the only new one, is Trap Tricks Mantis. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Trap Tricks monster from your deck to your hand. It's unaffected by the effect of whole normal traps. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 set spell trap card you control. Return that target to the hand, then you can set 1 spell trap from your hand. Which is a really good way to just kind of like flicker your stuff around. Like, oh, okay, I set that, I can't use it, get it back, set something else. Oh, right, I should probably show you how good she is. Here we go, Trap Tricks Mantis. Super awesome card. So up next is the Motivating Captain. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 level 4 lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position, but it has its effects negated. So here we go. Motivating Captain, right here. Pretty decent. Alright. Following him is Dopey Scorpion. Scorpio, excuse me. If you control no monsters, or all monsters you control are Dopey monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Dopey card from your deck to your hand except Dopey Scorpio. You can only use this effect of Dopey Scorpio once per turn. And here he is. Punishment Dragon, we talked about him earlier. Kinda. He was in a spell card. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by possessing 4 or more banished Lightsworn monsters with different names. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points, shuffle into the decks all cards in the graveyards, and all face-up banished cards except Lightsworn monsters. Once per turn, if your Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Punishment Dragon. This guy's a beast to see in real life. Alright, up next is Goki Suprex. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Goki monster from your hand. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Goki card from your deck to your hand except Goki Suprex. You can only use this effect of Goki Suprex once per turn. And here he is. Up next, Cracking Dragon. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster with equal or lower level. When your opponent normal or special summons exactly 1 monster and no other monsters are summoned while this monster is on the field, you can make that monster lose attack equal to its level times 200 until the end of this turn. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack lost by this effect. So, his original attack, 3,000. This guy's like really interesting. Really nasty. 0 defense points. But you have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to be 9-star or above to destroy him in combat. Layla, Twilight Sworn Enchantress. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. Once per turn, your other Twilight Sworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And here she is. Vendread Houndhorde. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Vendread card, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. A Vendread monster ritual summoned using this card on the field gains the following effect. You can only use each of the exceeding effects of Vendread Houndhorde once per turn. Once per turn, quick effect, target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and banish it. And here he is, but most of us know what he looks like because Prix events. He was the promo card. REX. If this card battles a monster in the extra monster zone, it gains 800 attack and defense during the damage step only. And here's the little bugger himself. And I'm hiding his stats. He's just nasty. Alright, these 2 are easily my 2 favorites because they're part of the deck I'm trying to build. So first up is Trickstar Lilybell. If this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon it from your hand. You can only use this effect of Trickstar Lilybell once per turn. This card can attack directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target 1 Trickstar monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So she's a really, really good card for getting things back into hand, back into play, continuing your combo. And she can attack directly, so you don't ever have to worry about not being able to deal combat damage to your opponent. And following her is Twilight Eraser. Quick effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, then target one trickster monster you control except Eraser. Special summon this card. If you do, return that monster to the hand. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand, inflict 200 damage to them for each. So that one card where, oh, you get to draw. Really good in this deck. And these two synergize. I'm going to show you her real quick by herself. And these two cards synergize really well with each other because I can get her out with a search, call her out, send her back, and just get her out again because she was added to my hand, not through a draw. Moving on, however, World Legacy World Chalice, a machine type. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck except during the damage step, you contribute this card, send that monster to the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of World Legacy World Chalice once per turn. If this face-up normal summon set card leaves the field, you can special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck except World Legacy World Chalice. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. So both really strong effects. Okay, so up next is Cyber's Wizard. Here's another Cyber's card. Oh, imagine that. Once per turn, you can target one attack position opponent's monster. Change it to their best position. If you do, for the rest of this turn, your monsters cannot attack except to attack that monster. And if your Cyber's monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So if you're building a Cyber's deck, you're going to want this guy. He just kind of locks down one of your opponent's monsters, and you go ham on that one monster. You just go, 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 go. It's kind of beautiful. Alright, moving on. Hackhorn. If your opponent controls no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. No, literally, that's it. And it's not a once per turn. So, special Hackhorn, special Hackhorn. Dragon. Game. And all you have to do is go first. Go first, get into the dragon. It's not that hard. Alrighty, up next is Zombina. Oh, this is what the Hackhorn looks like. Probably should show that off. Hackhorn. And it's a 1-star, so hey, if you got any 1-star XC monsters, they're going to be really fun to play them. Zombina. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can target one level 4 lower monster in your graveyard except Zombina and special summon it. And this is what she looks like. She's actually kind of cute. Alright, Vendred Revenants. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to your graveyard, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the battlefield. A Vendred monster ritual summoned using this card on the field gives this effect. You can only use the preceding effects of Vendred Revenants once per turn. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls. Banish it. So, Hound banishes spells, traps. Revenants banishes monsters that are special summoned. You just banish everything. Because hey, Link monsters are special summoned and thus a viable target. Alright, up next is DD Vice Typhoon. When this card is normal summoned, you contribute one DD monster, special summon one level 7 DDD monster from your deck. During your main phase, if this card in the graveyard is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can fuse and summon one level 8 or higher DDD monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your graveyard, including this card. You can only use each effect of DD Vice Siphon once per turn. Here he is. This little guy right here is going to break the game. Okay, so following him is the Jack Wyvern. You can banish this card and one face-up machine monster you control. Then target one dark monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Jack Wyvern once per turn. Here we go. Samurai Skull. Let's see. When this card is normal summoned, you can send one zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one level 4 lower zombie monster from your deck except Samurai Skull. And here he is. Ugly bugger, ain't he? So I can see zombies being a pretty decent archetype this time around. Just in time for Halloween. Infinity Patriarch! If this is the only card in your hand, you can special summon it from your hand. You can only special summon Infinity Patriarch once per turn this way. While you have no cards in your hand, if an Infinity monster you control would be destroyed by battle with card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. And here he is. Galaxy Worm. When this card is level summoned, while you control no other monsters, you can special summon one level 3 lower Galaxy effect monster from your deck, but it has its effects negated. And here we are. F.A. Sonic Mobster. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster whose original level or rank is lower than this card's level. Each time a FA spell, trap, or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. So this little bugger right here, after like 3 turns of being there, using its 2 turns, because his own effect would go off, giving him a level. Following that is F.A. Hang on Mac. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Unaffected by activating an effect from an opponent's monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. Each time a FA spell or trap or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Alright, Wicked Alkalite Shalam Sabak. If you have 5 or more cards in your hand, you can normal summon this card without chipping it. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. If you do, it is treated as a tuner. You can only use this effect of Wicked Alkalite Shalam Sabak once per turn. That's pretty dope. A lot of messed up, but pretty dope. There we go. Where did she go? What's this here? Rain? Rain! Don't do this now, Rain. Losing my marbles, guys. I just had that card. Now it's missing. Like, I literally set it down on the pile and was going to grab it to show you guys that it's missing. Oh, moving on. Ancient Gear Golem, Ultimate Pound. Cannot be special summoned if this card attacks a defense position monster and inflict piercing battle damage. After strikes per turn, when this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can discard one machine monster. This card can attack again in a row. This card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can add one polymerization from your deck to your hand. And if you do, add one other Ancient Gear monster from your graveyard to your hand. And it doesn't say it can't be him. So you could get like 2 or 3 of him and just cycle them around. For the lulz. Predaplant Bank Seal Grid. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one opponent's monster with a Predaplant counter. A Predator counter. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, place one Predator counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls. And if you do, any of those monsters that are level 2 or higher become level 1 as long as they have a Predator counter. And here he is. This guy is terrifying. So, Parry Knights. When you take battle damage from an opponent's attacking monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon one monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to the damage you took. And here they are. They're way too cute. Or not words. Go Go Go, Aristera, and Dexia. When another Go 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 monster is on the field, your opponent's monsters cannot target Go 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 monsters for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target Go 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 monsters on the field with card effects. An XYZ monster that was summoned using all of this card and other Go 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 monsters as materials cancel this effect. When it is XYZ summoned, you can target one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls, change it to defense position, and if you do, change its defense to 0. This is what the card looks like. It's kind of broken, considering like all the Go 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 monsters you can get your hands on. Not to mention, you just get 2 of him, you're good. Alright, Orbital Hydralander. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more monsters in your graveyard. And no monsters in your graveyard with the same name. Once per turn, quick effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Destroy 1 card on the field. Sorry. You must have at least 2 monsters in your graveyard, and no monsters in your graveyard with the same name to activate and to resolve this effect. Here he is. He's pretty hefty with 3,000 attack. But he can easily be crushed by other people's stinking stupid abilities. Treasure Panda is our next one. Hold on. You can banish up to 3 spells or traps from your graveyard face down. Special summon 1 or more monsters from your deck whose level equals the number of cards banished to activate this effect. And boom. There he is. Indiana Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Proves that Indiana Jones is secretly Amanda. Alright, the Ascendant of Thunder. You can special summon this card from your hand by paying 3,000 life points. If this card is summoned this way, and its owner's control destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, gain 5,000 life points. Sorry. Here he is. He's a normal type, so getting your paws on one would be pretty simple. but you have to be destroyed by your opponent's card to gain the life. Stack Reviver. If this card is used as material for a link summon, you can target one other level 4 or lower Cyberse monster in your graveyard that was used as material for that link summon. Special summon it into fifth position. You can only use this effect of Stack Reviver once per duel. Here it is, the Stack Reviver. Kind of cute looking thing. See, he's trying to get all that processing core back up and running. Backup Secretary. If you control a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Backup Secretary once per turn this way. Here she is. So the Cyberse cards are a lot of just like special summoning and keeping themselves kind of flickering in and out of existence. Okay, launch your commander. All other Cyberse monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you contribute one Cyberse monster, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Here we are. Pretty nice looking. Alright, up next we have Junk Breaker. During your main phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, you can contribute this card. All face-up monsters on the field have their effects negated until the end of this turn. Here he is. Pretty busted. Yeah. Normal summon him, tribute, and watch all monsters lose their abilities. Okay. Is that what happened to my other card? Did you knock it down? Are you secretly a Russian spy? I don't know why you'd be a Russian spy. I know you would tell me if you were. And finally, our last monster from the set, Zhen, Twilight Sworn General. Once per turn, you can banish one Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target one face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the banished monster's level times 300. Until the end of this turn, once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard. And boop! There he is. Kind of cool looking, not gonna lie. Alright guys, well that is everything we have for this video. Let me know down in the comment section below what archetype type you're reading for, what cards you're excited for, now that the set's actually out, what things just kind of, sorry about that, what cards just kind of driving you nuts, you don't like them, just want to go away. Yeah, just let me know all of that down in the comment section below and let's start a conversation. Anyway, as always, I'm your host, Amano13. Thank you so much for watching. If you're in the local area, don't forget, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Sundays at 1 p.m, Wednesdays at 5. Special shout out to Mystical Mayhem for hosting those events and making it possible for us to get together to trade and all that fun stuff. And if you saw anything you want that I'm not making a deck out of, hit me up on either the stores page, my own Facebook page, at the shop itself. You know, shoot me a message. I'm usually pretty about getting back to people instantly, and let's see what we can do. Anyway, that's all I had for you guys for today, and I will catch you in the next video. Also, before I do go, don't forget to let me know if you like these unboxing videos. I did want to do it in the proper fashion, where I open the packs in front of you guys, but like I said, technical difficulties happened, so we had to do it this way, as I opened them all, organized them. But if you prefer like already organized and just going through what the pulls were and what you expect, then we can do it that way. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.